Today in this video, I will share with you 10 tips that I didn't know in my early days, and now it becomes essential in my workflow. Most of them goes around modeling techniques, so let's see what we have. First tip for today is controlling your bevel. Usually, when we have any edge to bevel, we select it, hit Ctrl B, and with the mouse wheel we can increase the subs on the bevel curve, and with moving our mouse, we can expand the bevel area on the edge. We can also, while beveling, press the P key. This key flips the direction of the curve to inside. This will help you smooth your work, especially with classic elements like wall trims and columns. The bevel will keep the same profile when you apply it on another edge, and you can edit that with the small menu that appears on the bottom area under the shape value. 0.5 would be the norm for the default bevel, the rest are for you to experiment with it, so have fun. Second tip we have for today is super easy with huge effect on your work, and it has to do with edge direction. See, if we have a piece of art like this donut, and want to make it more fabulous, we can select all faces in edit mode, hit the right mouse button and choose poke faces, then again with the same button menu, hit tristar quads, and now we get this topology shape. We can achieve better result with the decimate modifier. Add it to the shape, switch to unsubdivide tab and increase the iterations to 1. With this result, we can open the door to more options in modeling complex looking shapes with easy steps. Next in line we have edge sliding. I learned this one from the guru himself and it was mind-blowing for me at that time. The first step you probably knew: if we choose any edge and press the G key twice, we can limit the edge movement on its direction only, but won't let it cross outside the shape boundaries. However, if you press C after that, you can slide the edge even more, and that can be very useful in making covering like roofs and many other things. The fourth tip for today is matching your loop cuts for each corner of your shape. So on any mesh, if you add a cut with Ctrl R and try to move it, the cut will change to match the corner. To control that, we can press either E or F key to match the cut shape with one of those corners. That can help you add parallel cuts on the mesh and work on them without any further edit to the edges. Next in line we have modeling with Boolean, and let's do an example on that. Say we have two cubes, we can select the bottom cube, then add Boolean to it. In the modifier, select the top one as the cut object. To view the cut area, choose the top cube and with the viewport setting, make it display as bounds or wire. From here on you can select the wired cut object, and operate on it with any modifier you have. Let's go with the simple deform first. We can twist it, stretch it and change any value available to get a new result. We can also use the solidify modifier to get nice shapes for hard surface modeling and even sci-fi things to throw around any scene you have. This next tip is essential for beginners. Say you have a model, any kind of mesh, and you have a set of vertices selected, but you need to work on another part. So before you lose selection, how about saving it? You can save selection by creating a vertex group, so hit the plus button to add one, name it anything in mind, and hit assign. This way you can go and model any other part, then come back and hit the select button on the group to highlight the assigned vertices with ease. If you have multiple objects selected, and you want to change a parameter on all of them together, like those 4 lamps, if we select them all and slide the size value, it will only affect the last selection. However, if we hold the Alt key before, we can change any of those values on all of the lights at once. You can also hold the Alt key, then highlight any value to insert a number there. That also will work for you. Next we have the color palette. An easy way to add colors if you suck at matching it, and where to get those. One of the best sites for that is the Adobe Color. You can get that and explore the different palettes and search for the ones that fits the scene or model you have. Once you download some, you can open an image editor on the side, drag the image there, then pick and choose from the colors to fix your work. This next tip is quite awesome. Say you have animation in your scene, a cube moving, and you want it to disappear at certain area or time. To do that you can keyframe the visibility on viewport and render. See here in the layers, you have 2 icons for visibility, and you can add more from the restriction toggles up top. Now as usual, most parameters in Blender are keyframeable, so we can choose a time frame, and hit I on the visibility icon, then move 1 frame forward, turn off the visibility for the cube, and hit I again for another keyframe. Jump to wherever you want the object to appear again and mirror the step with 2 keyframes, meaning hit I to keyframe it while hidden, then jump 1 frame, turn on the visibility back and keyframe it. Now you have the cube disappearing on the mid area. Last but not least is save. Save your file with quick Ctrl S, pay attention to the top corner over the Blender logo. If there's a star icon there, that means you're working with unsaved data, so Ctrl S my dear friend. And that's it. Like and share if you still here, and see you guys next time. Stay sharp, goodbye.